what's happening in Fendalton Waimairi first.
Sorry, clearly the messaging hasn't been quite there. We wanted to give community boards chairs an opportunity to sort of wrap up the year. We were very aware that not everyone had Part A reports, and we were trying to give people some breadth so that they could cover anything that was in their minutes of their 2 meetings. So some people had 2 meeting minutes, anything that they wanted to touch on, and then any issues that they wanted to kind of just generally reflect on for the year. That was what we. I didn't communicate it very well, obviously.
Oh no, that's all right. I'll tell you what's been happening in our ward to start off with. We have the road of national significance, Russell Road, and I think all the resource consents for that have now gone through. They're doing the roundabout at Harewood Road. There's an underpass, a subway for cyclists and pedestrians, and that's going ahead. And then they're moving on to Memorial Ave by the airport. They are putting the slipways in at the moment, which will make a huge roundabout there with lights, so they can actually build the overpass and underpass, which will take them about 3 years. So it's going to be a big project. I think it will be one of the biggest subdivisions, as intersections in New Zealand. It's huge. And with that, there's a lot of work going on out at the airport. We have Spitfire Square, which was opened recently. We have got our new airport sign, which you can hardly notice because there's so many other things happening there. But the airport's carrying on with maybe more accommodation out there, maybe a petrol station out there, and another subdivision for light industrial, for rental cars and things like that. So there's a lot of work going on out there as well. We've got the Bishopdale Library that's going ahead, which we're thrilled to have. So the people out there are looking forward to that. One of the big problems we have in our ward is quarrying, like Wickett and Wigram, and we're constantly getting residents wanting information, complaining about the dust, the traffic. Dust at the moment seems to be a real problem. It affects their houses because the quarries are quite close to the houses, and they're asking for a bigger setback from some of those quarries, and the traffic and the level of the quarries going down to the water level, that's an issue at the moment. We have a meeting every 6 weeks with we call it our liaison meeting with all our churches, sports clubs, and volunteers, and the work going on in the ward from volunteers and church groups is just amazing. We're very lucky that we have all these people supporting our community, and we're very grateful that they carry on doing this work, almost going unseen, but they really hold up our ward. Roading is a big problem for us because we've been a receiver ward of the east coming over to the west. We have parking problems continually, and we address those as they come along. Congestion, as we put in with, identified with construction workers not being able to find parks, we've brought that to the council recently. And one thing we've got, which we hope goes ahead, is the Helmores Lane Bridge. There was some question about whether it's even going to go ahead as a pedestrian bridge. That is a historic bridge, and we really want to see that go ahead. The post office. The Fendalton Library are getting the postal services from the Fendalton Post Office, which is closing down in the mall. The post boxes are going to Riccarton. I don't know what the residents will think of that. And the Kiwi Bank, well, I don't know where that's going, but we're very happy to get the postal services into the library, which is a first for Christchurch. So that's good news for us. So I think that's most of the things that are happening on the ward. Jamie and Raph might think of a few things I've forgotten, but I think I've covered most of them.
That's great. Well, no, we're not having questions.
I just want to congratulate them on picking up Leadership Day from Shirley Pat.
So Jamie, you'd like to move that the reports be received, Raf second. I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Look, thank you very much. And again, thank you. You've got a hugely challenging set of issues in front of you in the past year, but an equally challenging year ahead. So thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is the Mount Pleasant Community. I'm just wondering whether people should just grab a cup of tea. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
So if you could be back here at 11:10, and we'll start with Sarah.